Hello everyone, this is Ira, and today we're going to explain the main characteristics of the Greek architecture. Greek architecture adapted the previous construction techniques to new principles based on order and reason. There is a constant search for beauty, which is concretized in the symmetry, proportion, harmony, and balance of the forms and elements that make it up. The stone is the material mainly used in noble buildings. For most of the period, a strict stone post and lintel system of construction was used, so strong horizontal elements are held up by strong vertical elements. This system is structured from the superposition of four fixed elements: crepidoma, on which the vertical supports rest; column, that is divided into base, shaft, and capital, which supports the horizontal stone, called the entablature, composed in turn of three parts: architrave, frieze, and cornice, that joins the supports together and collects the weight of the cover. The most important building in Greek architecture is the temple. It's conceived as a place of deposit of the god sculpture and not as a place of concentration of the faithful, since the rituals were celebrated outside. All the temples were painted to accentuate and affirm their beauty. From the 6th century before Christ, Greek temples were frequently divided into three parts. The naos was the main hall where the statue of the god was kept. The pronaos was the entrance porch of the temple, and the opistodomos was a back room where offerings were left. Templar architecture responded to very homogeneous construction schemes, which reproduced the same typology of buildings in geographically distant places. For this reason, orders emerged. There were a set of strict rules that regularized the construction of the temple according to their proportion and harmony. The three classical orders were Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. The Doric was the oldest. The column has no base and parallel sharp-edged grooves on the shaft. In the capital, a square abacus directly supports the architrave that has no decoration. The frieze presents triglyphs and metopes, which were decorated with reliefs. The Ionic is more elegant and slender. The column has a base and the shaft presents parallel bevel-edged grooves. The defining feature of the Ionic order is the scroll or volute in its capital. The architrave is divided into three parts, and the frieze is decorated with reliefs. The Corinthian order is the most elegant on the capital orders. It's a variant of the Ionic order from which it derives, differing from it by the capital, decorated with two or more rows of superimposed acanthus leaves. That's all, my students. I hope you have found this subject interesting. See you